Good day, Minecraftians. Purple Mentide here, bringing you episode 3 of my Blood and Bones Let's Play. This game pack by Eyamaz is available on the Feed the Beast launcher. Things are still a little beat up out there. Oh, looks like I got some more sugar to harvest. Good. So today is going to be all about solving the food issue. And step 1 along that path is to get the proper tool for the job. If you take yourself an axe head and a shovel head, you can make yourself a mattock. This little guy will function as both a axe and a shovel for some things, not everything. And most importantly, you can right-click the ground to, till it. Till, that's the word I'm looking for. So, to make the whole food thing work best, I'm going to plant a whole bunch of fruit and, well, basically fruit plants, which should give me the kind of longevity that I'm going to want. Because if I have, let's say 10 plants of various different fruits, then I will always have plenty of food to eat. Also, as long as I'm working on this, I need to make myself some more wood, because one thing that you can do to increase your food supply fairly easily... Oh, no, you know what? I wanted the planks, not the sticks. Oh well, it's not like those sticks won't be useful later. There we go. You make yourself a bunch of planks so that you can make some drying racks. And you use those drying racks to turn your zombie flesh, rotten flesh, into edible food. So that's also a little bit helpful. You can dry basically anything on there, and it turns into jerky. It is not the best food in the world, but it'll do you a little bit of good. Now, unfortunately, we just hit nighttime, so I'm going to be waiting a while before I have a chance to get out there and do any more foraging. But the food that I have is probably not going to last the amount of time it's going to take to start getting some of this growing, especially as I don't have a ton of... Oh, I have raspberries that I can turn into raspberry seeds. I have strawberries and strawberry seeds. Fantastic. So I have a lot that will help me, but it's still going to take a bit of work. Soybeans, that's a really good one to plant. Get those going early. There's my blackberries. We'll eat, well, basically whatever we have that we can without, wasting. Also today, I'm planning on taking my first steps into one of the dungeons. You'll notice that I have this area laid out pretty intentionally and specifically to give me a bunch of room to farm. Yeah, this whole little first protected area I built is entirely intended to give me a space to have some ore production and a little bit of farmland. And hopefully it'll remain protected long enough for me to make use of all that. Now, one of the problems that I'm going to run into is I believe that this shares some shares the configs that hello. Where am I being shot from? I can't even tell. He must have been up on the hill over there. It is past time to build a little roof over this spot. And I've got a fair bit of sugar cane that I can turn into charcoal. Get myself some more torches set up. Anyway, I'm going to weather this night, hopefully without further incident. Get myself some plants planted, and get some of them growing a little... Oh, wow. Yeah, bone meal has been significantly nerfed in this pack. That's gonna hurt. That's okay. So yeah, once I get through the evening, and I have enough daylight to actually see and forage by, I will come back. Alright, I know I said that I was going to wait for morning, and I apologize that it is raining, but something important occurred to me. I still have not set myself a spawn point. Oh, you know what, I gotta get these barley seeds down there too. I don't know why I planted rhubarb. I think I accidentally set it down. In any case, it's time to get a bed made. And to do that, I'm actually going to use a bunch of this wild cotton that I've harvested. I'm going to put 3 of it, like that, to make 2 string each. I already have 1 wool from that lone sheep that I found last time. So I'm going to need just 8 string, which I can then turn into 2 more wool, which, when combined with my planks, gets me my bed. This is not as helpful as you might normally expect in Minecraft. However, it is still extremely useful. That should be a safe-ish place. Your spawn location has been set. Enjoy the night. Well, crud. No skipping nighttime that easily, huh? Sounds like a creeper blew up in my little dirt pit out there. More repairs in the morning. So, what else am I going to do to prepare myself for... Wow. Enderman bouncing through. To prepare myself for my first steps into the heart of one of these towers. Well, I am going to make myself... well, remake myself, I suppose. Some more armor. Because mine is all gone. Hold one moment, please. There we go. I'm going to need to collect some more logs before I can do that, though. In fact, I'm just basically running out of resources in general. And that's starting to cause me a bit of consternation. Did I make extra wool? I did, didn't I? That's okay. Didn't I have string somewhere? I'm a mess. I'm always like this, though. This shouldn't be anything new to anyone who's seen the series. So I'm going to hang on to the rest of the cotton for now. I'm not certain if I will end up actually making proper use of it or not. What I am definitely going to do, though, is I'm going to make myself another pattern and get myself a proper sword. Because as useful as that hatchet is doing 4 damage, I can do better. And to get a sword, I'm actually going to need 3 patterns. Take these over with me to my stencil table. Well, no, only 2 at the moment. I need the sword blade pattern, of course. The one that I want to make, anyway, is going to use the sword blade. And I'm going to make myself a typical broadsword for this first weapon. I plan on getting a better weapon later on, but right now I want that ability to block. It's not as useful in the long term, I feel, as the rapier, but right now, when my defenses are so insignificant, I think it's going to be very important that I can block if I need to. Alright. I need more aluminum, which I don't have any crushed up yet. Okay, you know what? It's time now that it's daylight again, and my plants will be growing as I ignore them. I am going to get back down into the mines, do some mining, get myself some more coal and such. And on my way, collect some of these apples that have grown, because that's awesome. Okay, collect the 1 apple that has grown. That's cool too. Fine. I didn't want to eat today anyway. And once I have myself enough coal to actually be useful... Oh, hey, look. I thought these punji sticks weren't supposed to drop items. Like, that was one of the key components of why they were re-enabled, is that they were going to not drop items anymore. Anyway, get these defenses reset. Hi, zombie. How you doing? That's right. There we are. Give me some nice rotten flesh that I can turn into jerky. Because who doesn't love some good Don't Starve style monster jerky? That's a lot of what this pack feels like at the beginning, is the Don't Starve. The only thing we're missing is an environmental aspect trying to freeze me to death in the winter. Ow. That was bad. Anyway. Gonna do some, as I said, menial labor. I'll be back later. Alright, folks, back in action. Took a little bit of damage, lost what little bits of armor I had remaining, still got my torch in place. Most importantly, though, in fighting through the mines, I found myself a zombie head, which I can use to boost my pickaxe immediately instead of waiting until I gather up more experience. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, I'm having trouble getting, like, going today. I think I need more caffeine in the system. It's just, it's one of those days getting started. All right. I also found a little bit more coal, some more iron, and some more copper. I have 11 ingots of copper in there, so I'm going to get my casting basin down, make myself a block of copper, which is going to have a couple of uses for me. And I'm going to bring my pickaxe with my head over here. Use does that use a modifier? Modifiers remaining 1. No, it doesn't. It seems like it does, but it doesn't. It just brings it up to boosted. And now I will be able to mine iron, which is good because I have quite a bit of iron actually in the mine underneath me. So there we are. It now has a zombie head attached to it. And I have my copper block. Now, copper block's going to have a couple of uses. One, I will be able to turn it into ingots and use those ingots to upgrade my crusher. Now, a copper crusher is significantly more efficient than the stone crusher. I don't know the exact numbers in this pack because it varies from pack to pack, but by default, it's about double. I actually don't want it there. I want it back here underneath the drying racks. So I'm going to put in 4 copper ore and 1 coal and see what we get out of that. And as you can see, it's already progressing significantly more rapidly, which is fantastic. Now, before I head back down into the mines, I am going to repair my pickaxe because it's almost busted. But do I want to do that? Because it's going to repair it fully and I can get a few more uses out of this. So what I'm going to do instead, actually, is I'm going to take this crafting station with me and I'm going to repair the pickaxe in the mine. Now, I'm not going to make myself a copper blade quite yet, as I'm going to wait until I have some of that iron from downstairs. Get that set up. Yeah, it looks like it's going to go through all 4 with 1 piece of coal, which is fantastic because now if I get myself just another bit of coal, or actually now with the copper crusher, I can start producing fuel from charcoal. It's going to be a laborious process, but I can at least turn a profit on the process, where before I was not able to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab oak wood and planks. And I'm going to start, because the sun's going down, I don't want to run out of here quite yet. I'm going to start making myself charcoal. Yeah, we'll crush just 2 logs at the moment. And I'm going to monitor this and add more planks as needed. Now, last time I talked about how planks are actually your most efficient option if you're going straight from logs into fuel without being able to go straight to charcoal. Because, well, if I show, well, I'm not going to go over the whole thing again. But basically, that they are better than sticks by about 50%. All right, so this is actually kind of weird to be efficient with, but that's okay. This seems like it'll work out. Yeah, okay. So when you get your sawdust by putting a log in a crusher, you can then turn 4 sawdust into 1 compressed sawdust. And then you need, oh, crud. Oh, well. And then you need to cook that sawdust further in a furnace. And I'm actually just going to use the 1 plank in there to cook that up, which will get me a bit of charcoal. I'm going to need 1 more plank while I'm at this. And then I can use that charcoal to crush 4 of these, which will allow me to make 2 more charcoal. So now I'm actually energy positive. I'm just going to burn through an awful lot of trees doing this. That's okay, though, because there's a whole forest for me to chop down out there. So I'm not super worried about using a bunch of wood. And, I mean, I'm already getting my... Why is it not showing the modifiers? There we go. I've already got haste on the axe. I'm not worried about making that do a lot of work. And once I can, I will upgrade to a lumber axe, and it'll be even better. So, fantastic things are happening for me. Hopefully this will actually finish on time. There we go. All right, I'm going to get through this night, because I'm safe in my little hidey hole here. And once morning dawns, I shall be back to go down and get myself some iron. Alright, did a bunch of work in the mines, died a couple of times, got myself back together. It was exciting. Got myself water artichoke seeds and snowball seeds, with snowbell seeds planted for future use in witchery, which I am hoping to dig into soon. I am out of lava. However, I did get 1 block of iron produced, and an iron sword blade, almost more importantly. So, out of that block of iron, I'm going to start with an iron bucket, because having a proper bucket, it will be very useful for transporting of lava in the future. And the rest of it I'm going to just kind of keep handy for now, because while I could make some armor out of it, I really don't want to. I did make an iron pickaxe head, but I'm not going to use it quite yet because my pickaxe is almost leveled, so I'm going to actually get it through to leveled before I replace the pickaxe head. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to easily boost this pickaxe again by using a zombie head. To boost the iron pickaxe, you need a creeper head, and I am fresh out. By which I mean I never had any. Sun's going down. I need to go chop down a bunch of trees for charcoal before that happens, or else I'm going to be in sore shape. And I'm going to be tackling the dungeon once I get myself a proper sword made. As I've been planning this episode, get the resources I need to at least kind of survive a bit, and I really want to start seeing what's in there, see if I can find any more chests full of goodies. I feel like, and this may be just my inexperience talking, but I feel like those dungeons, exploring them early is actually a pretty good idea, as long as you can keep yourself safe. So, to help with that, I'm not only going to get enough to make my next 8 charcoal, as I've gotten myself to the point where I will use 4 charcoal to make 8. Well, it actually costs 5 charcoal to make 8, because you need 1 to actually cook the charcoal. It'll be really nice once I am able to mine tin, but to do that I need to get that iron pickaxe boosted. In any case, I'm going to collect enough wood to make a new set of wooden armor along with the the charcoal that I'm planning on making. And you know what? I can go just a little bit further. I'm kind of pushing the bounds of darkness, but that's okay. You need 16 logs to make 8 charcoal. And if you want a full set of wood armor, you need, I believe it's 8, 7, 5, and 4 for 24. And I suppose that's of any armor, really. And I currently have 20. However, I don't really need a hat at the moment, so that saves me 5. And it's dark. I'm scared. So this little base was kind of useful at first, but I really need something better, because at this point it no longer does its job. It will keep me kind of safe, and then a tarantula will climb the walls, or something similarly awful will happen, and I'll die horribly. Alright. So, let's get going into a dungeon. Having just some basic armor protection will be extraordinarily helpful. And, do I have the materials in you? I do. I don't think any of the... Yeah, I don't have access to making a wide guard that's particularly useful at the moment in terms of any of the materials I have, because the only thing the wide guard really does for you is lets you add the modifier. It does take a little bit of the durability and add it in, but none of these are particularly useful. If I had cactus, maybe for the jagged trait, but even then that's not super useful. So I'll just make it out of wood, because I have lots of sticks. And it'll only take me the 1 stick. Alright, come over here. Put you back. Well, actually, no, we'll hang on to you for now. Have the sword blade. Need the wide guard. Or not. come on here. Why? Oh, you know what? I can't make wooden parts at all because it's this pack. Right, forgot about that. Minor detail. That's okay. We'll use flint instead. In fact, I have a flint... no, that's a stone shard. That's not helpful. So now I'm going to end up with a flint shard as well. I should just... wait. Wide guard. Stone, fuse wood, nether quartz, Certus quartz, obsidian, netherrack, bloodwood. Alright, fine. It's going to be like that. I will pour myself an iron guard, because that's what I'm going to have to do, apparently. Because it's just being like that. Alright, molten aluminum brass on the bottom, pour myself the wide guard pattern. Put that back down, and click for iron on the bottom. There. Now I have my iron wide guard, and the stone one I'll probably leave in a chest somewhere. Okay, I need a stick. Because I need something to be the hilt of my sword. And right now, sticks are where it's at. Broadsword, plus 7 attack damage. Fantastic. That will be much, much better defense than I otherwise had available to me. Couple new seeds. Alright. So, I think I'm in as good of a place as I'm going to get to invade that dungeon. I'm going to take the clay bucket with me and leave the iron one behind. And a couple of torches. But I'm not going to have enough to really keep myself safe. I'm not going to bother bringing along the crafting station. Alright. So, join me in the morning, and we will assault the dungeon. Good morning, everyone. Dawn is here. Oh, and I have some strawberry juice. Yay, more healing. So, you won't regen naturally, as I mentioned earlier. What you will get for health restoration, every time you eat something that restores more than half of a... Whoa, whoa, what? I don't even know what just happened there. Well, dang. Where'd my sword go? Dude, like, rushed me or something, and then I was being carried around. Alright, that guy goes down. Achievement, get enemy slayer, and I got a wooden sword. That is not very useful. Here, let's just break it. And it is gone forever. Good. So, brief interruption by being, like, bodily hurled into a creeper aside. Your only method of restoring health early on in the game is going to be eating. And you regain half of the health, half of the hunger in health. So, oh, here we go. Giant zombie. Whoa, what the heck? I don't know why what is even going on? There's definitely some lagginess happening or something. I don't know if it's just been... this has been open too long or what, but I guess you're going to get to watch me bum rush a bunch of zombies for a bit, because this hungry zombie is regenerating as fast as he dies. And they can get out of there. The giant zombie is just kind of warping around. Here, I'm going to quit out and restart the program and hope that that fixes things. Alright, relog completed. Let's see if things are a little less derpy now. Nope, that giant zombie is still derpy as heck. Alright, giant zombie died to fire. Sunlight, or whatever you call it. Hungry zombie, I now have the sword that I need to take him out without the giant zombie teleporting around and killing me. There. So that was fun. With a capital F-U. Moving on to the tower. As I was trying to point out, when you eat this apple juice, as you can see if you mouse over it and hold shift, thanks to Spice of Life from Squeak, it will restore 1 mutton chop worth of food, or 2 hunger. If I eat that, it will also restore half of a heart for me. If you eat morsels, which only restore half of a mutton chop each, you gain no food. No health. You need better food to be able to restore your health. And some of the earliest and easiest better food is either juice or bread. Yes, bread is fantastic early on. What? What? You weren't there before. Okay, that was entertaining. Alright, so first things first, we're going to get back up here. We left a whole bunch of seeds and such in here that we can still come back for another time. But more importantly, up on top of the tower, torches. Free for the taking. Lots of torches. And I don't have nearly enough food to really be making this run. Oh, well, there's an apple tree full of apples right there. That would be a big help, actually. I forgot I planted that a while back. So before we go any further down, we're going to go get those apples. And actually, we're going to need to do that quick or, you know, accidentally starve to death. But that's okay. Not the Oh, I lost my shovel. Well, I need to get that back. Alright. Where is... Here. You I have not eaten since I died. Hopefully the shovel hasn't despawned yet. Alright, can you... Nope, you have been eaten 5 times. Okay. Where did my shovel go? I died a few times in a few different spots, so... Oh, I think I see it. There we go. And I've got my little apple orchard producing me plenty of apples for apple juice. And this was just a simple case of applying apples to oak saplings and then using bone meal on the apples to handle the food issue, because especially when your health regen is tied to food, you want some decent stuff. However, getting very high tier food is almost counterintuitive in this particular pack, because since you have Spice of Life and you do run into diminishing returns on food so quickly, it almost makes more sense to just find a bunch of different things you can turn into 1 hunger foods and cycle through them from a sheer food efficiency standpoint. Okay, looks like all of these apples are actually matured, which is fantastic news for my very hungry belly. Excellent. However, I can only eat this 1 more time and actually gain health off of it, because now it's down to 80%, and if I hold shift I can see that I'll only gain half a mutton chop. So there's no point in eating it until I eat a whole bunch of other things. Wow. Creeper's been busy over here. Alright, 5, 6, accidentally. Time to chow down on some rhubarb, which a number of commenters told me is actually a pretty nice treat. Alright, oh, hello. Break that. Kill you. 1 less skeleton in the world. Good. I actually want a torch up there. I mean, the iron helmet's nice and all, but being able to see is nicer. There we go. Let's head down to the first level. Get the broadsword out, because I just know that something nasty is going to be down here. Well, that's an arrow trap from, I believe, Deadly World. In any case, it's basically a spawner. All you need to do is break it from a distance before you get close enough for it to kill you with 1,000 arrows in the face. And there's some bread. Fantastic. I was really hoping to find something like that. So once I'm down a little bit more hunger, I will use that bread to restore it. And that way I will gain only half a bar, because I believe it rounds down, but it's still something. And we can get rid of that stone wide guard. Got a few gold nuggets, a little bit more flint, and we're down to the next level, where we find our first branching area. Oh, everything's a little broken down here because it's been loaded for so long. This looks like it's trying to intersect with a vanilla-generated mine a bit. Oh, hello. Flower pot with what looks like an oak sapling in there. Yep. Hello. I hear something. No? Okay. Scare me. I'm going to take those iron bars back because they're actually useful. So what you can do with iron bars, you can toss them into your smeltery, and you'll get 54 millibuckets each. And you can turn, I believe it's, well, let's see, where's the ingot? It's in here somewhere. There we go. 144 millibuckets into, so basically each iron bar is a third of an ingot. Which is cool, because that means I just took home a couple more ingots worth of iron. Not that I'm particularly hurting for iron at the moment, but it's still nice to have. Alright, there's a furnace down here. This bit of netherrack with these, all of this brick around here, that will actually, if I open it up a bit, probably spawn a bunch of cinders all the time. Which I could probably create a neat little coal farm spawner out of. Yeah, I was onto the silverfish this time. In fact, I wonder if all of them are silverfish eggs. One major difference in this pack from regular silverfish, you can't just left click on the stone and break it down. There. Get that water cleaned out. So, for example, actually let me go back and show you. Actually, let me eat that bread as I am now down a bar and a half of hunger. And get another half of a heart. If I hold left click on that, it's breaking just like cobblestone. If I break it with my pick, well, a silverfish pops out anyway. They're even trickier than normal. This is not a nice world. It does not want you to succeed. It does not want you to thrive. In fact, it wants you to die. Preferably in the most horrible way you can possibly imagine. Alright. Let's go down another level. Hopefully... Actually, is there down another level? This is strange. Normally they're much larger than this. I might have to hack my way through one of these silverfish eggs at the end of the halls. Or maybe I just need to go down here more. Is that a spruce sapling? Indeed. That's kind of useful. We'll take that with us. More oak. I'm actually rather enjoying the very atmospheric darkness. I'm sorry if you guys are having trouble seeing on the YouTubes, though. I hear a spider. Oh, and there's some light up ahead. Another furnace. Okay. I like to use torches to mark my path, and I always put them on the right. That way, I always know which direction to travel to get home. Alright, guys. What do you got for me? This is... less than threatening so far. I'm going to regret saying that, I'm certain. But yeah. I was expecting nastier. Alright, well, I'm going to keep exploring this a bit. And if I find anything of interest, probably going to try breaking through those cobblestone-looking silverfish traps back in the other two directions. Oh, wait, never mind. There's stairs downward right here. Oh, yeah. That's definitely interesting. We got some nasty creatures down there. And a giant zombie behind there. Starting to get to where they are buffed up a bit. And if I fall down there, there's no coming back without putting a block of dirt there. Yep, and that got the fire zombie's attention. Good. Come here. There's a creeper. Wow, who killed me through the wall. Creepers hit hard. So that might be an issue. One, it's dark as heck out here, and I didn't bring any of my torches back to my base. And two, that was all of my stuff. Alright, you know what? I can do this. Forget, maybe, maybe not. Alright, it is too dark for me to see. Yeah, now we're in some serious trouble. Well, hang on a second. That's gonna wrap us up for today, folks. join me next time to see how I'm going to get out of this mess. I'm going to log off right now so that I do not contribute any further to this particular bit of awful that I've gotten myself into. However, you can see some of what I'm planning to remedy this. And I will see you in a couple of days where I tackle that tower again quickly as possible to try to get my things back before they all despawn. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.